It's another edition of Time About the Movies, and today we're taking a look at the new releases of May 21st, 2004. Or shall I just say one new release, because there's only one big new release to look at, and I think you can pretty much tell what it is already. So let's get right to it. The biggest release, not just of the weekend, but one of the biggest releases of the year, and that is, of course, Shrek 2.
Once upon a time, there was a handsome prince who set out on a quest to rescue a fair princess. For it was his destiny to climb to the highest room of the tallest tower, pull back the gossamer curtains to find her...
What? Princess
Fiona?
She's on her honeymoon.
With whom? They're off.
Come on, Shrek, we don't want to hit traffic.
On a new journey. Wow. To a distant land.
Yeah, you working that hat.
Where Princess Fiona...
Well, this is it.
This is it. ...can show off her new husband.
Our daughter has married a monster.
An ogre from a swamp.
Well, I suppose that will be a fine place to raise the children.
It's a bit early to be thinking about that, isn't it?
Indeed, I just started eating.
Harold. Shrek.
Fiona, Donkey.
It's so nice to have the family together for dinner.
Dreamworks Pictures presents...
Excuse me, I'm looking for the ugly stepsister.
Old friends.
Shrek and Donkey on another whirlwind adventure.
Whoa! And a few surprises.
Pray for mercy from Puss in Boots. Fear me if you dare. I'm sorry, the position of annoying talking animal has already been taken.
They're coming soon to a theater near you.
This is taking forever.
Well, find a way to entertain yourself.
So as the trailer kind of gives you an indication, Shrek 2 takes place following the events of the first film, where Shrek and Donkey meet Fiona's parents, and the zealous fairy godmother, who wants Fiona to marry her son Prince Charming, plots to destroy Shrek and Fiona's marriage. Shrek and Donkey team up with a sword-wielding cat named Puss in Boots to foil her plans. And a bigger cast this time around. The new characters voiced by Julie Andrews, John Cleese as Fiona's parents, Jennifer Saunders as the fairy godmother, Rupert Everett as Prince Charming, and of course Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots, who easily went on to become the most popular character from this, as he's got his own series of spin-off films because of his first appearance in this particular film. And Shrek 2, I mean, the original Shrek was a classic movie, but Shrek 2 really ups the ante and really ups the game on what they're able to do. I mean, it's been a couple of years since they made the first Shrek movie, and clearly the CG animation was pretty good in the first movie, but it really gets an uplift in the second film in general. But not only that, the comedy is really good too. There are still some of the most memorable, funny moments in the entire Shrek series, all in this movie. I mean, this is a movie that is clearly made for kids, but at the same time, it knows that the adults can have a good time with it as well, and they really up the ante on what the kids can do, what both kids and adults can really find funny. And there's a lot here where the humor is just so all over the place and universal, and it's just a really great film. The music is very good too. The soundtrack for this is an amazing soundtrack. I mean, the animation's great, the music is great, the writing is great, the characters are great. There really is not much more I can add to this movie. I mean, this is a film where you could tell they really put a lot of money into this to say that we want to make a movie that's even better than the original film, and sure enough, it did just that and then some. Not just from a creative standpoint, but this film went on to break several records. It did become the highest-grossing animated film of the year. It became the second largest three-day opening weekend behind Spider-Man, with over $100 million. At the time, it was the largest overall for an animated film at the time of its release. The fifth highest-grossing film of all time at the time of its release. It's DreamWorks Animation's highest-grossing film to this date. The highest-grossing film DreamWorks has ever made. It held the title for the highest-grossing animated film until Toy Story 3 came out in 2010. Received 2 Academy Award nominations. It didn't win the Oscars this time around, just like the first film did for Best Animated Feature. But of course, it led to the spin-offs, led to 2 more sequels. I'm really just killing time here because honestly, there's really not much more I can add to this, and has already been said already. It's just a great, great movie. Really hilarious stuff. Great animation. Great characters. It's a freaking masterpiece, man. It's definitely one of the best animated movies ever made. One of the best sequels ever made. Shrek 2, man. Shrek freaking 2. If you haven't seen it, do it. Do yourself a favor and see it, because you're missing out on one of the best movies ever made. Easily one of the best movies ever made. So with that said, we wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies, and the next time we meet, we'll have 5 movies to look at on Memorial Day weekend, including Roland Emmerich's latest film, The Day After Tomorrow, Kate Hudson in the romantic comedy Raising Helen, the infamous Soul Plane, Mandy Moore, Jenna Malone, and Macaulay Culkin in Saved, and Mario Van Peebles' Badass. So we'll take a look at those 5 movies all on the next episode. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the playlist on the next page, check out the previous episode, and also don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this on this channel. So with that said, I am off. I will see you guys next time, and until then, as always, take care.